Hey everybody, this is David at BarnYard Bees. I'm kind of late getting this video out. The bees was feeding pretty good on our feeders, and then goldenrod started blooming. So it's really slowed it down quite a bit, and I didn't get to catch it on video, the amount of bees that we had feeding. You should, in my opinion, when dearth begins, this is just what I've always done. Now, it may not be what people think should be done. It's just what I've done, and I've had great luck doing it. Whenever I see dearth appearing, dearth means lack of, in this case, lack of resources for the bees, nectar, pollen, and a lot of times drought, but we've not really had drought. We've been pretty fortunate this year as far as rain goes. Usually when we get in those conditions, I go from a hive top feeder, which works excellent. I stop feeding on the hive top feeder and I go to our external 5-gallon bucket feeders. Now, the reason I do that is because we run a lot of small colonies, splits, that are within the vicinity of these other large colonies, and they're very vulnerable to be robbed. Now, yes, you can reduce the entrance very small, very tiny, maybe to the size of your pinky. They are still vulnerable, and it can still happen. They can get in there and they can overwhelm that hive, kill the queen, take everything they have, rip everything out. So, and what starts it is maybe their feeder ran out, or it may not even matter. They smell sugar water, which they're very good at smelling sugar water. And that's why I've never been a big believer in putting lemongrass in sugar water feed, because they don't need it. They can locate it very fast. It doesn't matter where you put it, they're going to find it. So they'll find that little colony and try to get into their feed, and meanwhile going past their honey supplies and such, and they don't stop. They will tear that hive to pieces. They're ruthless. Bees are extremely ruthless. In dearth, they don't care. It's dog eat dog, or in this case, I guess, bee eat bee. But that's the reason we do this. Now, our hives from here, this is out a good ways. Okay, beyond those trees, we're about, I would guess, about 200 or 300 yards from our beehives. This is a little bit further away than what I normally do. I recommend at least 100 yards. A little bit further if you can, but try to go about a football field away, about 300 feet if possible. You can try a little bit shorter, or if you can talk your neighbor into, moving your external feeder, maybe on the edge of their property somewhere to expand that area away. But this is what I recommend doing. I do recommend that you put in something like a Honeybee Healthy supplement. It's a supplement that you put in your, it does help bees with nosema, which they don't have any trouble with that this time of year anyway. Not normally. That's something usually coming out of winter they're bad with. But one thing that I like that the Honeybee Healthy and stuff like that does, it prevents that sugar from going to alcohol real fast. It prevents it from going sour. It preserves it. And it's all natural essential oils. So it's nothing that'll harm your bee. If you mix that in there, it has just a nice pleasant smell to it. And some of it does have lemongrass. Like I said, I don't recommend any of the stuff that has lemongrass, and you can make your own. We have videos on that where you can make your own formula. Brood builder, some people call it brood builder. It just depends but it does very good for your bees. It is very healthy for them. And some say that it actually helps prevent mites because they put this in the cells and it repels them some. That's kind of up for debate, but it is possible, but it don't hurt them. It doesn't hurt them. And it's very good for them. And like I said, it preserves the water. So if you've got small colonies and you have a bucket feeder and this thing's going to stay out here for a week before it's empty, it's probably going to start turning sour on you. And you don't want that. So you put that formula in there and it'll preserve it and hold it up until it's all gone. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit and kind of put that out. You know, we're kind of coming out of dearth. You know, like I said, the goldenrod's looking very good. I'll try to get some video clips and some pictures of some in the area, but it's popped up kind of early this year, and I think it's because the rain amount that we've had. In your area, wherever you're at in the country, let me know if your goldenrod is bloomed yet. We kind of share this information all through the year, like when the red maples bloom. I try to get everybody to comment and share their information of where in the country theirs is blooming. So if your goldenrod has started blooming yet, put it in the comments. Share it with people so people can know that it's blooming in their area. I want to show you something real fast before I close off. You see this plant? This is the first year I've had these. See if any of you know what that is. I mean, I know what it is. I planted it. Okay, this right here. Look at it. Look at the pods. Like I said, I know what it is because I planted it. I just actually done some cuttings off of it, and they're starting to root out really good. This right here is very good for you. You can mix it with honey and make a syrup out of it that a lot of people swear in the wintertime when flu season's around that this stuff is excellent. So if you don't know yet what it is, it's called elderberry. I recommend you grow you some of this. You can make your own elderberry syrup. It's very expensive stuff, and this is these plants here I think are 2 years old. It takes them about 2 years to start putting out. There's one here, one there, and the rest of those are just plum trees. But that's a elderberry here and here, and that old scraggly peach tree needs cut out of there. Just crowding it. And that's the biggest one. But I thought I'd show that. Very good for you. I need to harvest it before they start going bad and mix it with some of my honey and look up the recipe. I'm not sure about the recipe of how to make it, but I'm definitely gonna make me some. But that's about it, folks. I just wanted to share that with you. That just come across my mind, looked over and seen these elderberries, and I said, well, I haven't talked about these yet. So that's about it. Don't forget to click on the little bell, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. BarnYard Bees.